And welcome back, YouTube. This is Booster Box Buster, here with another Booster Box unboxing. Today I got for you, from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, Primal Origin, First Edition, English Edition, Booster Box unboxing. This was the very last set ever released in the Zexal era, and it's probably most famous for introducing the world to the Artifact Archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! An archetype that's still actually somewhat powerful to this day. So without further introduction, let's get into this. This was the last set of the Zexal line, which means the very last set before pendulums were introduced. And honestly, I did buy some pendulum sets, the first and second one I think when they were out. And that was the last that I collected Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. In this set, I'm hoping to get some nice artifact cards and maybe some a really good ultimate rare. And of course, always looking for that ghost rare, but I'm not expecting to pull it because they are so hard to get. This guy right here looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, the monster on the cover. Unfortunately, I do not know the monster's name. So, with that all said, let's start with the left side and work our way to the right side. Alright, so our very first card out of the Primal Origins Booster Box is ZS Vanish Sage. Interesting. Ghostricks Werewolf. Ghostricks are always a very nice archetype that I enjoyed. Galaxy Dragon. Shoot Knight. Our first rare is number C43. High Manipulator of Chaos. So it's the High Manipulator of Chaos. Let's try to keep these in the middle here. Artifact. Fail Not. 100-Footed Horror. Last Counter. And hey, it's Bolt Penguin. Love those normal cards. That penguin does not have a bounce effect like a lot of penguins tend to do. Ooh, Phantom Knight Hydri? Very cool looking card. Artifact Aegis. Heliosphere Dragon. Battle and Boxer Veil. Mermaid Shark. Sounds like another sci-fi movie of the week there. Ooh, our first holo. It's a super rare. Pelissa, Descendant of Gusto. Let's take a look. It is a Wind Monster, 3 stars, Psychic, 1000 attack, 1500 defense. When this card is normal summon or special summon, you can target one tuner monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in face-up defense position. Its effects are negated. If you activate this effect, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except wind monsters. You can only use the effect of Pelissa, Descendant of Gusto once per turn. Okay, so basically you can get a tuner monster out, and then you can go instantly into a Synchro or XYZ summon. However, it has to be a wind-type monster if you do that. Otherwise, you have basically a chump blocker for the rest of the turn. and its effects are negated. It doesn't say just for that turn, so I imagine the effects of that card are negated the entire time it's on the field. So if you have a wind monster that you want to summon, this card's actually pretty good. If you don't have a wind monster, then this card's pointless in your deck. So yeah, that's like I said, for cards that for decks that have wind monsters in their extra deck, good card to choose. Good card to run. Evil Singularity, Artifact Fail Not, and 100-Footed Horror. So yeah, not a bad super rare to start the box with. Of course, I would love to get an artifact or two. A hollow artifact or two. That would be nice. We got the Blizzard Thunderbird. Artifact Bageltech? Boggletech. Artifact Boggletech. ZW Silphermail? Phantom King Hydra? Galaxy Tyranno. It's a dinosaur of the cosmos. Interesting. Battling Boxer, Big Bandage. Condemned Maiden. I personally like the art of this card. It kind of reminds me of some old school art, and I like that a lot. Hazy Flame Hydra. And Evil Singularity. Galaxy Dragon. Whoop. ZS Vanish Sage. Ghostrick Parade, another good Ghostrick card. Sylvan Waterslide. I think Sylvans were introduced in the set before this one. Number C80. Requiem and Berserk. No Pingu. This card is basically the anti-penguin card, even though it's a penguin himself. Battling Boxer, Big Bandage. Condemned Maiden, and Hazy Flame Hydra. Gotta love the penguin set in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd like to get a couple more Bolt Penguins. I'd like to get a play set. I know normal cards are rarely ever used, but except for Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, but you never know. Sylvan Lotus Wayne. Try and Guess. Artifact Aegis. Bunjins. Dawn Knight. Galaxy Mirror Sage. Interesting. Gimmick Puppet Destroy. Gazer Shark. And No Pingu. Alright. Up next, we have Artifact. Bageltech. Shogi Knight. Literally a piece from the game for a face. It has to be a pretty terrible life. Ghostrick Parade. Ancient Gear Box. Photon Plus Dragon. Or Photon Pulse Dragon. Interesting rare. Ooh, our second super rare of the box. Number C107, Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. That's a long name. Let's take a look. It's a 2, 4, 6. It's a 9 rank? Holy cow. That's a odd rank. It's a dragon, XYZ. 4,500 attack, 3,000 defense, so it's powerful. 3 level 9 monsters. Level 9s are uncommon to begin with unless you use level manipulations. This card's hard to get out. Once per turn, you can attach one XYZ material from this card until the end of this turn. Negate the effects of all of the face-up cards currently on the field. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. If this card has number 107, Galaxy Eyes Titanium Dragon, as XYZ material that gains this effect. You contribute 2 monsters. This card can make up to 3 attacks on monsters during each battle phase this turn. So basically, he can negate all effects for a turn when you deactivate or when you detach an XYZ material, and your opponent cannot activate any cards either. Yeah, your opponent cannot activate any additional cards or effects for the rest of that turn. It's good, but for the level requirement, I thought it would be better. This guy needs a lot of stuff to get out, and the additional effect, in my opinion, isn't all that great because you gotta sacrifice 2 monsters so he can attack 3 times. Unless you contribute tokens in place of that, it's not really all that great. In my opinion, not worth the price of 3 level 9 monsters to get this guy out. Definitely have seen better options out there. We got Galaxy Mirror Sage, Gimmick Puppet Destroy, and Gazer Shark. Battle and Boxer Veil, Blizzard Thunderbird. Really like that art. Artifact Labris, Galactic Charity. Beautiful Princess. Interesting name. Ooh! Ooh, this is a good card. This is really good for artifacts. We got ourselves Artifact Sanctum. Ultra Rare First Edition. Great pull. Effect: special summon 1 artifact monster from your deck. You can only activate 1 Artifact Sanctum per turn. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. If this card is in its owner's possession, is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy that target. So basically, you activate the trap, you can instantly summon 1 artifact monster from your deck. So it's basically a tutor, and you can do it during your opponent's turn or during your turn after you've set it. And if it's destroyed by an opponent's card, you can then turn around and destroy one of your opponent's cards. So that's a very powerful card for artifacts. It's essentially a tutor. If you activate it during your opponent's turn, you don't need to even worry about the can't conduct your battle phase. So yeah, it's a very powerful artifact card. Very happy to pull it. That is a great ultra rare to have. Scrap Factory, Ghostricks Doll, very cute card, and Ghostricks Knight. We got Artifact, Battle Bageltech, ZW Sylfner Mail, Phantom Knight Hydride, ZS Vanish Sage, Sylvan Snapdrassen Agon, Snapdrass Dragon. Very long name. No Pingu. Artifact Achilles' Shield, Last Counter, and Evil Singularity. Apologies if there's a lot of background noise. We got number 43, Manipulator of Souls. I think that's our first one of Manipulator of Souls. Pretty cool art. Heliosphere Dragon. Diamond Core of Koa'ki Meiru. Sylvan Water Slide. Number 80, Rhapsody and Berserk. Ooh. Our third super rare, Tachyon Chaos Hole. Pretty cool. Let's take a look at this guy. It's a normal trap card. When a face-up Galaxy XYZ monster you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster or by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, destroy as many face-up cards your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, banish them. During your draw phase, if this card is in your graveyard instead of conducting your normal draw, you can banish this card and target one Galaxy XYZ monster in your graveyard, special summon the target. So if you're playing Galaxy XYZ monsters, basically, first you got to be playing an extra deck that contains XYZ monsters. Second, you got to be playing a Galaxy deck that plays XYZ monsters. If you're doing that, this card's actually pretty good because it gives you basically some backup protection. Your opponent destroys one of your Galaxy monsters. You activate this card, and you banish all their face-up cards on the field that can be banished. And then, when this card's in your graveyard, along with the XYZ monster that just got sent there, at the beginning of your turn, instead of drawing, you can just summon that monster back to the field, and your opponent has to get rid of it again. So if you're playing Galaxy XYZ cards, this is actually a really, really good card to consider running. If you're not, obviously, it's a dud card. Situational, but very powerful. Would recommend running it if you're running Galaxy XYZs. Number 42, Galaxy Tomahawk. That's not a rare. Umbral, Horror, Ghost. I forgot Umbrals were a thing. And Reverse, Break. Gotta say, so far, not too bad of cards. Got a great trap card. Okay trap card. Solid monster and not so good monster. Try and Guess. Artifact Aegis. Bunjin Incident. Blizzard Thunderbird. Ooh. This is Dawn Thousand's Throne. Interesting. Bunjin Intervention. Number 42, Galaxy Tomahawk. Umbral Horror Ghost. And Reverse Breaker. We are down to our last 2 packs on the left-hand side. Love to get a Ghost or an Ultimate. If not, hopefully we have at least one of those 2 on the right-hand side. Actually, an Ultimate of that holo right here would be pretty cool, of the ultra rare we just pulled. Or, yeah, an ultimate rare version of it. Battle and Boxer Veil, Double Dragon Descent, Artifact Labyrinth, Ghostricks Parade, number C103, Ragnafinity? Interesting. Ooh, there's our secret. Was not expecting that. We got the Majesty's Fiend. 6? Yeah, 6 star. 2400 attack, 1000 defense. It's a Fiend. Cannot be special summoned. Monster effects cannot be activated. So basically, it's not a true catch-all, like, skill drain, but he stops the activation of any monster's effect. So if there's some already on the field that can't activate, he stops the trigger of any monster effect being summoned. I don't think it stops hand traps, though. I think... does it stop hand traps? I'm not 100% sure. The caveat of this guy, though, he cannot be special summoned, so the only way to get him out is to tribute summon him, and once he's in the graveyard, he's pretty much stuck there for a long time. Powerful card, but the drawback of cannot be special summon really does slow him down quite a bit. Honestly, not a bad secret rare though. Could have been a lot worse, but could be better too. Like I said, I'm happy with it. I don't have this one. I'm pretty excited to get the Majesty's Fiend. Very good pull. We got Artifacts Unleashed, Sylvan, Cherub Sprout, and Bunjin Intervention. I was not expecting a secret there. I thought that was going to be, I guess I just was expecting an ultimate, because my secret pulls have been toward the end of the box the last 2 times, so I was just, I guess, unexpected. I'm happy though. Like I said, very good solid hollow to pull. We got Blizzard, Thunderbird, Artifact Labyrinth, Galactic Charity, Sylvis Lotus Wayne, Rose Archer, Last Counter, Bolt Penguin, yes that's 2, we just need 1 more, Artifacts Unleashed, and Sylvan Cherub Sprout. Alright, so we move on to the right side of the box. ZS, Vanish Sage. Number 43, Manipulator of Souls. Sylvan Waterslide. CW Sylphner Mail. Ooh, Traptrix. Dionea? Traptrix cards. Very interesting archetype, but I never had all the cards needed to build it because a lot of the cards needed were rare and above. Gimmick Puppet Does Troy. Gazer Shark. 100-Footed Horror. And Hazy Flame Hydra. This pack feels heavy. And the band played on. I remember when I first got Primal Origin. This was the very first card I pulled from the entire, my entire time that I ever bought Primal Origin. This was my very first card I ever pulled from a Primal Origin pack. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. Ancient Year Box. Blizzard Thunderbird. Galactic Charity. Mecha Phantom Beast, Lion. Pretty silly card. Artifact, Foul Knot. Gimmick Puppet Does Troy. Gazer Shark. And 100-Footed Horror. We got Heliosphere Dragon, and the band played on. Stardust on. For whatever reason, I think the Dust-ons are actually kind of hard to pull. Like, they're kind of short printed for whatever reason. Artifact Labyrinth. Number C80, Requiem and Berserk. Ooh, another super rare. Lucent, Netherlord of Dark World. He is a level 2/4/6, 2400 attack, 0 defense, Fiend, Dark type. If this card is discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, special summon it from your graveyard. Then if this card was discarded from your hand to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one Fiend-type monster from your deck to either side of the field. So if your opponent is playing a mill deck or a discard, basically a hand discard type deck, they're going to run into a lot of trouble here. Otherwise, if it's just discarded to the graveyard by your own card effect, you could still special summon it. And you have a 2400 beat stick on the field. Pretty powerful card in my opinion. But if you can get your opponent to discard this card, then you can bring a friend out with them too. Very... Dark World, he's definitely not the best card, but he's sideboard worthy if hand discard ever becomes a prominent thing. I don't know if they bring back the banned wind-up card. This guy could become a very prominent thing. At least sideboard worthy, depending on the format. We got Battle Boxer, Big Bandage, Jackpot 7. This card right here. Now, it wasn't the only reason that Morphing Jar number 2 got banned, but this was an FTK reason why Morphing Jar got banned. Morphing Jar number 2 got banned because of this card. Literally, all you need to do is have Morphing Jar as your only card in your deck, your only monster in your deck. Do a creature swap with your opponent, attack into Morphing Jar, and then you literally win the game. Or not a FTK, a OTK, one turn kill. This guy, in my opinion, now I love Morphing Jar number 2, but I understand why it's banned. It's a very, very annoying card to get around. But this was one of the reasons I kind of pushed Morphing Jar into being officially ban-worthy. Morphing Jar number 2, I gotta specify. 1 is annoying, 2, really annoying. And Artifact, Fail Not. Let's see if I can get 3 Jackpot 7s. I think that was our first one. Number 43, Manipulator of Souls, Heliosphere Dragon, Diamond Core of Koa'ki Meiru, Sylvan Waterslide, Gladiator Beast, Augustus, Artifacts Unleashed, Bolt Penguin. Hey, we got our play set. Battle Boxer, Big Bandage, and Jackpot 7. Hey, you got 2 out of 3. If your opponent's playing a mill deck, if mill ever becomes a prominent strategy in the future, that card could easily be sideboardable. You gotta have 3 of them, though. We got Ghostricks, Warwolf. Sorry, not werewolf, Warwolf. Battle Boxer Veil, Booge Incident, Diamond Core of Koa'ki Meiru, Don Thousand's Throne. Ooh! We got Bunjins Sinew. Bunjins Sinew is our second ultra rare. It is a level 4 beast, 1500 attack, 1000 defense. During either player's damage step, if a beast warrior type Bunjin monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, and that monster control gains attack equal to the current attack of the opponent's monster if it's battling until the end of the damage step, and if it does, all battle damage your opponent takes from this battle is halved. You can only use the effect of one Bunjin Sinew once per turn. So its effect only activates in the graveyard. And a beast warrior type monster has to be attacking. Yeah, it has to be either attacking or defending against an opponent's monster, and your opponent's going to know that you have this card to activate, so your opponent ain't going to attack that monster. This is a very... I don't think it's ultra rare worthy, because it's only usable in Bunjin decks that run beast warrior type Bunjin monsters. It's not even a tuner. Its effect only activates in the graveyard. If it could activate in the hand or on the field or in the graveyard, that'd be a lot different. But since it's only activatable in the graveyard, there's a lot of better options out there that I can't recommend this card. Bunjin Intervention, Artifacts Unleashed, and hey, we got ourselves another Bolt Penguin. Honestly, I think it should only be super rare at best. Probably even a rare slot would be fine with it. We got Ghostricks Knight, number 43, Manipulator of Souls, Sylvan Waterslide, ZW Sulphur Mail, Double Dragon Descent, XYZ Universe. Oh, number 48, Shadow Lich. I think that's our first Shadow Lich. Actually, that card looks really cool, almost like a Reaper type monster. Like Grim Reaper. Scrap Factory, and Ghostricks Doll. We are getting close to the end of this box. Sylvan Waterslide, Phantom King Hydride, Artifact Aegis, Heliosphere Dragon, Rose Archer, 100-Footed Horror, Battle and Boxer Big Bandage, Artifact Achilles Shield, and number 48, Shadow Lich. Alright. Hopefully we have one more ultimate, possibly a ghost if we're really lucky. And, that's probably going to be it for holos, so probably one, maybe two more holos, depending on how our luck is. We got And the Band Played On, Stardust On, Artifact Labrys, ZS Vanish Sage, Gladiator Beast Augustus, Reverse Breaker, 100-Footed Horror, Battle and Boxer Big Bandage, and Artifact Achilles Shield. We got 4 packs left, it looks like. 4 chances at a ghost rare, 4 chances at an ultimate rare. Ancient Gear Box, Galaxy Dragon, ZS Vanish Sage, Ghostricks Parade, Mermaid Shark. Ooh! Ooh! That's a sharp looking ultimate rare there. That looks cool. We hit our ultimate. Let's take a closer look. That's Bunjin Amaterasu. It is a rank 4 light Beast Warrior XYZ effect. 3 level 4 monsters, so it is a heavier requirement monster. You can only control one Bunjin Amaterasu. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, apply the effect depending on whose turn it is. Your turn, target one of your banished level 4 or lower monsters, special summon that target. Your opponent's turn, target one of your banished level 4 or lower monsters, add that target to your hand. So you obviously want to activate it. Well, actually, maybe not. If you're playing a deck that banishes monsters, you might be able to get a hand trap back in your hand with this card if you can banish it. Or you can summon a monster during your turn, so that might be something to think about. You might be able to get a hand trap because it just is level 4 lower monster. This card could be pretty potent if used correctly. The only issue is you need 3 level 4 monsters, which is a lot of monsters to get out for one monster. I say this card has potential. It's definitely not bad. It's just you need level 3 or 3 level 4 monsters in order to activate it. And then you can activate this effect once per turn during either player's turn, which is nice. Possibly something to think about running. This guy could be fun to build a deck around. This guy could be a lot of fun to try to build a deck around. Definitely potential. And I love the ultimate rare form, just excellent. Artifacts Unleashed, Bolt Penguin, and Reverse Breaker. So now we're just hoping for a ghost rare, maybe another super rare, if we're lucky. Alright, 3 packs left to go, 3 chances at a bonus holo. Battle and Box Surveil, Bunjin Incident, Diamond Cork of Koa'ki Meiru, Heliosphere Dragon. That's Artifact Caduceus. Hey, we did get another holo. We got Avalon. That's a trap card. Target 5 Noble Knight monsters in your graveyard, including at least one that monster and at least one that monster. Banish those targets, and if you do, destroy all cards on the field. So it's a complete board wipe. It's destroy all cards on the field, not just your opponent's cards or just your opponent's monsters. It's all cards, magic, trap, field spell, monsters for both you and your opponents. But if it was just any 5 Noble Knight monsters, this would be viable in a Noble Knight deck. However, you have to have 2 very specific names in the graveyard, and that makes it a lot harder to activate. With that said, it'd be very hard to get this effect off because you need 5 in your graveyard, and it has 2 have to be very specific names. So probably not worth running unless you can tinker around and figure out a way to easily get those monsters into your graveyard. So potential, but very, very limited potential. You have to build a very specific deck type to get that to work. Gazer Shark, Artifacts Unleash, and Bolt Penguin. Because it's all cards on the field, right? I did read that right? Yeah, all cards on the field. And if a card has protection from destruction or card effects, it's unaffected. So not the best bonus holo, although I do really like the art. It's, part of the Noble Knight theme. I love Noble Knights, but the effect itself is not very great. The art is really good, though. Last 2 packs. Double Dragon Descent. Artifact. Battletech. Shogi Knight. Ghostricks Parade. Number 80, Rhapsody and Berserk. Galaxy Mirror Mage. Ghostricks Doll. Bunjin Intervention. And Gazer Shark. Now, in a perfect world, this last pack would contain a Ghost Rare, but in a normal world, this is just going to be a regular rare, no frills, no hollow pack. Although if there is a Ghost Rare in here, I am going to be very, very excited. Artifact Aegis. Phantom King Hydride. Sylvan Lotus Wayne. Ghostricks Warwolf. Sylvan Snapdragoness. Here we go. Last possible hollow? Nope. As I expected. No last hollow to end on. Hazy Flame Hydra, Galaxy Mirror Sage, Ghostricks Doll, and Bunjin Intervention. Overall, not a terrible box. We got it's like 50-50. Got some good cards, got some bad cards. Let's just take a quick look at the hollows. We got Avalon, Lucent, Nether Lord of the Dark World, Techneon Chaos Hole, number C107, Neo Galaxy Eyes Techneon Dragon, and Polissa, Descendant of Gusto. For our regular Ultra Rares, we got Bunjin Sinew, and Artifact Sanctum, very powerful card. Our ultimate was Bunjin Amaterasu, very excellent ultimate. And our secret rare was Majesty's Fiend. With all that said, this has been Booster Box Buster, opening up a booster box of Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, Primal Origins, First Edition, English Edition, Booster Box. Signing out.